If you've just joined us, our guest on this episode of Question Time is the Director General of the National Task Force on Illegal Importation of Small Arms, Mr. Emmanuel Okereke. Join us again. Now, you talked about the customs then not supporting your role in the arrest of illegal importers or merchants of arms. At that point, did it occur to you that you were usurping the authority and role of the Nigerian Customs Service?
I don't question goods that pay their duty. In fact, if we arrest goods that does not pay their duty, we send it back to custom. We are not doing the custom job. We are trying to recover the arms that is dangerous to our system. So when such happened, I send my coordinator in Seme to go and see that Cornell. He went to that Cornell's house and consulted him and told him, please, Oga, we hear information they want to use you to overpower our boys for those trucks to pass. We have been monitoring this truck for the past 2 months. We wouldn't want you to take part. The man agreed with him, say his hand is not there. We should go ahead and do our job. Surprisingly, before 12 o'clock, we saw the man. My boys saw the man with trucks of security men, armed to the teeth.
Do you have constitutional powers to make this arrest you're making?
We say that what we call local policing. If you see two people that are fighting today on the road, I think you authorize to arrest them before you can and take them to police. Then we can as well. We have powers. We were inaugurated by the federal government of Nigeria to arrest. And when there was a purported disbandment, we went to court and got a judgment. The court empowers us to go ahead and do our job. So I don't see why people talk of constitutional power. And moreover, our bill has gone second reading in the House. We are now waiting for public hearing and the bill will be passed. We are going to be a commission.
Now, let's still talk about the $2.1 billion controversial arms deal. This money is reported to have been diverted. Do you think it has frustrated the federal government or your own role as the NAT force?
That word does not concern me. They should tell Nigerians what happened with the money and how do they come about it. That one is because I don't say what I don't know, because I was not part of the business. I was not part of the business, and I can never be part of the business. Why are they afraid of me? Because they know I'm a straightforward human being. I don't hide, and I can never support any evil.
You blew whistle on 6,000 illegal borders. Do you have your facts concerning this?
It's not where I drive my fight, because I have sponsored people to go and get me all the borders in Nigeria. We have traveled all over Nigeria. I can tell you, let me tell you, there are even seaports who are not covered by no security in Nigeria. The customs that are there, they are just there and taking dropping. Pay them, you go. They don't care what you carry. They don't care what you carry, what you are bringing into this country. Do you know about 13 container bomb was recovered? Who are those who made it known to Nigeria? It's people of National Task Force. It's the people of National Task Force gave that information out. That container was lying down in a one bondage house in Apapa.
The role of the National Task Force on illegal importation of ammunition is capital intensive, no doubt about that. Where do you derive your funds from?
See, it is Importers Association of Nigeria. It's still sponsoring our projects. because we said we cannot go back because we have committed people. Otherwise, we have surrendered. We should have surrendered. Because the people have wanted me dead, by all means. Looking for my life. If I can tell you for 1 year and 3 months, I have not slept in my house in Abuja. But I know the God that I worship, that nothing will happen to me. And I am fighting for justice. And I am fighting for the poor people. When ESCC said we collect from money, if I want money, bunkers are ready to give me money. Gun dealers are ready to give me money. They all have approached me. I said, if this thing, it can happen to anybody. Nobody is an arbiter of arms. You cannot, if a bomb explodes here, who is going to be free? I am fighting for the future. I may take 2 billion or 3 billion from them. At the end of the day, I will not live to enjoy it. Or my daughter will not live to enjoy it. Or my son will not live to enjoy it. So what is the benefit?
Now, with the coming on board of President Muhammadu Buhari, has he consented to the operations of your national task force?
He has no option not to. You know, the man has a lot of problems. The problem on his head is too much. He inherited and accumulated problems. I believe Buhari is going to answer me and answer us. Buhari has been my colleague. He knows my capability. 2003, he won the election, which was not given to him, which I was number 3 man in the whole federation then. He was first, or person second, I was third. 2007, the same thing happens, which we pursued. You go to court, you ask Okereke versus Yaradua. I fought my case is only because of the government in power can corrupt the judges. Otherwise, I had a good case that would have nullified the election. I fought with him. He should know that I'm not a pushover.
Has Mr. President or any of his aides read your report?
They must have done that. Their security agencies, they may not tell me they have read the report. My report is everywhere. You watch it on the internet. I send it in a hard copy to him. And I sent it a hard copy to him. I have furnished him with all the informations. I know he's going to invite me for a meeting. I will give you more information. There are even ones I cannot turn on television. There are security information that we have. I can give, let me tell you one thing. When Nyanya bomb, we chased that Nyanya bomb, my boys chased it somewhere in Southwest. Before somebody gave them information and they escaped through another route. After 7 days, Nyanya bomb happened. Second one was coming. I called DSS. I said, second bomb are coming. Block everywhere. They were on the road for 2 days and left, and they entered and killed people. We don't have gun. Sometimes we are paralyzed. So otherwise, we could be making arrests every day. Things are happening in Nigeria. There's no state in Nigeria that is arm-free.
Are you a trained security expert?
There's not like trained. Security is by blood. When you have the wisdom, you will do the job. But I will not tell you the training that I have gone through. So there was a time, if you read papers like last year, we arrested a bus coming from Aba to Kaduna that carries army uniform, senior officers was arrested. We arrested another one which we handed over to the OB's command. A truckload of fake army uniform. Who are donors? If you trace those things, I can tell those people, they're donors.
Mr. President has vowed to end the war on insurgency by December this year. Do you see that as being feasible?
No. The man is doing what he's supposed to do. What Nigerians have to do is to give him support. Everybody has to give Buhari support. I can tell you, Buhari, imagine as a president of Nigeria, is a liberation of Nigeria. I don't see who that has the guts to do what Buhari that is doing today. Buhari is a foundation of this, is going to lay a foundation for this country, otherwise we have already finished. I can tell you today, there's no impunity when a minister can tell you, who are you? When people, even chairman of boards, embezzling money anywhere they are. But those money, they are now vomiting it. See, let me tell you one thing. Insurgency is not a matter of dates. You should not stamp the date. The date is just, we are now targeting December. Even if we end it on January or February or March, we should be grateful. People should not be disappointed when they say December. Because as you are planning, those people are also planning. When you want to kill a snake that you want to kill is also trying to fight. You must be afraid of that snake.
Now, let's assess the comments of the Chief of Defense Staff, who says that they are assessing the situation and they would do their best. Does that show commitment to end the war against insurgency this December?
They are committed. He said they will reassess. Reassess is like what I was saying now. So it can't say it's automatic. Let me tell you, Boko Haram is in every state in Nigeria. People may not know that one. If you free Sambisa Forest, you see go to various states to fetch them out. You see go into various states to fetch them out. It shouldn't be a project of mandate that we've mandated it should stop December. Yes, Mr. President said you must stop December. It mustn't be December, but they must make a tremendous achievement by December. And to know that 70 or 80% of insurgency have been conquered. If such is okay, then the remaining 30% is a zero percentage, which they can fight it gradually and will phase them out.
Before we wind down this conversation, what is the way forward?
The way forward is everybody's hands. Christians and Muslims should pray hard. Pray for the president and pray for the nation. And we have to join our hands together that make sure that we conquer our problem. Because the problem is a problem that concerns everybody.
Dr. Emmanuel Okereke, thank you very much for joining us on this episode of Question Time.
God bless you.
And that's as much as we can take on this episode of Question Time. You may also send us your comments on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Join us next week on another exciting episode of the show on Channels Television. Many thanks for watching. I'm Benga Ashiro saying goodbye.